Good evening, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your loved ones and maybe even found some exciting ideals on Black Friday. But today, I want to commend each of you for resisting the temptation to only focus on spending and instead choosing to invest in something far more valuable, your financial future. In a season filled with opportunities to spend, you've made the incredible decision to join this financial workshop that shows a sense of responsibility, maturity, and an eagerness to take control of your financial well-being. I'm so proud of each and every one of you for prioritizing your growth, and I believe the knowledge and the tools you gain today will help set you on the path to financial freedom. So this is our agenda tonight. First, we'll introduce who we are and share the vision behind Earlybird Financial Empowerment. The second, we're diving into Finance 101, covering fundamental financial concepts like budgeting, managing credit cards wisely, and setting meaningful financial goals. Third, we'll share what's next for our nonprofit organization and how you can get involved to make an impact. So now we're going to start our first part, who we are. So I'm going to introduce our leadership teams. Sharia, she is my co-founder and executive director, and she's a rising senior, and she came from Emerson High School. She owned 2 small businesses, worked 3 part-time jobs, worked 2 internships, and she take internationals, and also she got BPA nationals. So Sharia is going to share some who we are and the introduction in a minute. Sharia, can you say hi to everyone?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Shreya. Thank you all for attending this webinar, and I hope you guys learn a lot of very useful financial information that'll help you empower yourselves in the future.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Sharia. And just a brief introduction about myself. My name is Li Wei McBain. I came from education background. I got my master's in applied linguistics. And later, when I was in America, I got into the financial service business and become a financial professional. My passion is to teach people how to fish rather than give them fish. I find financial illiteracy is a big problem in the United States. That's the reason why I want to educate more people. And Sharia came to me and asked me, Li Wei, you're spending so much time educating the adults. Why not youth? We are the future leaders. So I decided to join this mission, no youth left behind, and work with Sharia and other leaders to help more families. So this is our team for our Earlybird in financial empowerment. So some of the leaders cannot make it, but I really appreciate the leaders do make it, and they are going to make a big impact in the future. And we have Samhi, Shreya, Shvanshi, Aditya is here, and Louis is here, and we have new leaders, and Chandra is here. So Earlybird is a certified 501c nonprofit organization. We believe that every child deserves a short shot at success, regardless of their background. Financial literacy is the foundation for building that success, but many kids, especially those from middle class and underserved communities, are left behind without the tools they need. That's the reason we are here to empower them with the necessary knowledge, education, and mentorship to help them to dream again. So these are previous workshop pictures, and we had our first financial literacy workshop in McKinney Library, and we have the second one in Garland, and also we have this Thanksgiving fundraising event just this month. I really appreciate all the volunteers for what you have done for all our nonprofit organization. So this is our certificate as a nonprofit organization. So all the donations and contributions are tax exempt, allowing donors and volunteers to contribute to a worthy cause while receiving tax benefits. Your support makes a lasting impact on the future leaders of our communities. And also, we are proud to be a certifying organization for the President's Volunteer Service Award, encouraging our youth to give back to their communities while building leadership and financial skills. Our organization is student and professional led, ensuring both peer support and expert guidance. If you want to learn more about how you can participate in our program, please let our leaders know. So we are certified, and this is the requirements for people to gain a President of Volunteer Service Award, the gold and the bronze and the silver. So this is our mission and also our vision. We want to create a financially empowered and independent society where everyone has the knowledge and tools to achieve their financial goals and entrepreneurial dreams. And our mission is to help empower individuals with financial literacy and independence through engaging workshops, mentorship, and community support, fostering informed financial decisions and entrepreneurial spirit. So next, these are our main plans. I'm going to give this to Sharia to give us some introduction. Sharia, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
So always wear sunscreen, eat a balanced diet. A penny saved is a penny earned. We've all heard these lessons, yet many of us skip sunscreen, binge on chips, or overspend our paychecks. So why is this? The G.I. Joe fallacy, coined by Yale professors, explains this. It's the mistaken belief that knowing is half the battle, but knowledge alone rarely drives behavior. Behavioral scientists observe that even after financial literacy classes, people struggle with saving, cutting expenses, or managing debt. Most people know the basics: save more, spend less. But doing it is harder than it seems. I've been there, like keeping an HBO Max subscription I never used for 2 years. Despite knowing this, despite knowing I should cancel it. Many can relate. Subscriptions, impulsive buys, or unneeded expenses pile up. Financial security isn't just about education. The US spends 700 million annually on financial literacy programs, but they can't account for only 0.1% of behavior changes. Even state mandated high school classes often fail to improve outcomes unless implemented well. More than education, math skills and systematic support predict financial success. Changing behavior is less about education and more about environment. If you struggle, it's not a personal flaw. It's likely your surroundings. Targeted ads, personalized contact, and clever marketing increasingly encourage spending, making it harder to save. Behavior change starts with reshaping cues around you. So let's change that. You can reshape your environment and how you interact with it, and we can help guide you through it. Over the course of this workshop, we'll take you through a step-by-step look at how you can change your environment and regain control of your finances. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for Sharia's sharing. And everybody understands why we put financial literacy as a very as a necessity, not an option, right? So next, I'm going to introduce the Finance Basics 101. The first speaker I'm going to introduce is Aditya, and he's
Hello.
going to talk about budgeting.
So, budgeting is basically just finding the right tools that you need in order to effectively manage your finances. And so, these are some budgeting applications that we've recommended for you, people who are trying to start budgeting fresh. So, the first one is Mint Budgeting in the top left corner. It categorizes your transactions and it'll tell you like your credit score. It'll calculate your credit score for you, so you can see how your spending on your various expenses and also how you're paying back your loans and things like that on time. And then the one in the top right corner is called You Need a Budget. And basically, what it does is it encourages something called zero based budgeting, where it puts every single dollar into something so that it's currently saving itself up as it goes. Then there's one called Pocket Guard, which basically just shows you how much like disposable income you have to spend and invest after you're done saving. Good Budget tells you how to save using the envelope method, and then spreadsheets is pretty straightforward. You just use it to calculate the math for your budget. Uh, so how you would budget is you should set up your accounts. So basically, you should link all your bank accounts and various different credit expenses to your accounts so that they know to track your information. Then you should categorize your expenses so that you're like spending on the right things at the right times. You should set your budget so that you know how much you want to spend, and then you can like adjust it depending on how you're doing. So this is a sample budget we made in Google Spreadsheets. So if your paycheck is $520 and your allowance is $100, then you have $620 total, and then you have all these different expenses: a phone plan, a gas, food, and clothing. And so your total expenses comes out to $235. And so you just subtract your total income with your total expenses, and then you have your savings. It's just pretty straightforward, basic math.
Okay, so next we're going to move to the next speaker as Samhi. Are you ready, Samhi?
Yeah, I am. So, I'll be covering saving strategies. So, saving strategies doesn't have to deprive yourself. Using simple and effective strategies can help you save more money without feeling the consequences in the future. So, some strategies include automating savings. So that means set up automatic transfers um, from income to your savings account. That way you can treat savings as a regular bill, and you won't be able to skimp out on saving, because saving is extremely important, and being accountable can help you add up your savings. Um, Nextly, you can save windfalls. Windfalls include uh, unprecedented large amounts of money that you might receive, for example, bonuses, tax refunds, etc. So by depositing those directly into your savings accounts, you can again be more accountable and make sure you're not skimping out on um, savings. In addition, you can use cashback and rewards, as well as like online sales, to take advantage of cheaper purchases and products. That way you can save money on even non-essential purchases. Another way to save money is to adopt the 30-day rule. So for non-essential purchases, wait 30 days before buying them, because it'll help you reduce your impulse spending, which is where you just buy things without even considering how really truly useful they will to be to yourself. So in addition, you can implement no spend challenges. So avoid spending for a day, a week, or a month, however long you choose. That way you can reduce impulse spending and make sure you only spend on essentials and save extra money. And then with Black Friday yesterday, even though it already ended, we thought it might be appropriate to cover some saving tips. So make sure your deals are worth it, because sometimes on websites like Amazon, items will be listed under Black Friday sales, but have the same price as the same product listed below it from maybe like another seller. So basically, they're listed as a sale, but they won't actually have any money you could save. So by using tools like Honey or Camel, which are browser extensions you can add, you can track prices, compare prices with other sites, and that way you can make sure you have the best deals. That being said, make sure you also use trustworthy sites that are familiar and have high reviews. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Samhip, for covering saving strategies. And next, we are going to introduce our new speaker, Chandra. And
Hi.
yes, Chandra. Yeah, he will cover the first part of credit card, and then Shivanshi will cover the second part,
uh,
credit management.
Managing credit, uh, managing credit effectively is crucial for maintaining financial health and achieving long-term financial goals. Credit is the ability to borrow money or access goods or services with the understanding that you'll pay later. Financial institutions such as banks and credit card companies extend credit to individuals and businesses, enabling them to make purchases or obtain cash advances and that they agree to repay over time, often with interest. Importance of credits are purchasing power, which means credit allows you to make significant purchases such as a home or a car, which you might not be able to afford upfront. Um, Financial flexibility, which means credit provides a safety net of emergencies and unexpected expenses. For example, housing, cars, and etc. Credit history, which means a good credit history can help you qualify for loans, low interest rates, and better financial products. Key components of credits are credit worthiness, which has two types of things like credit score and credit report. Credit score means a number that indicates that how credit worthy you are, and credit reports mean a record of your credit and how responsible you are uh, with it, maintained by credit bureaus like Experian, Exif, Exifax, and TransUnion. Uh, Types of credits are revolving credit, which means credit that is automatically renewed as debts are paid off. Examples include credit cards and line of credit. Installment credit means loans that are repaid with a fixed number of payment over a specified period. Examples include mortgages, auto loans, and personal loans. Interest rate, annual percentage rate, which means the annual rate charged for borrowing expressed as a percentage. It includes interest and any fees or additional costs associated with the loans. Oh, credit limit, which means the maximum amount of credit a lender extends to borrower, and minimum payment means the smallest amount you can pay by the due date to keep your account in good standing. Thank you.
Okay, Shivanshi.
Hi, so I'll be talking about managing credit responsibly. So, first, keep your balances low. Aim to use less than 30% of your available credit to maintain a healthy credit ratio. Next is to monitor your credit. Regularly check your credit report for accuracy and to identify any potential issues early. And then the third one is avoid unnecessary credit. Only apply for credit when necessary, as multiple applications can lower your credit score. Now I'll be talking about when you should open a credit card. So there's an age requirement. You must be at least 18 years old. If you're under 21, you'll need proof of independent income or a cosigner. The second one is stable income. Ensure you have a stable income to manage monthly payments. And third, credit history. If you're building or rebuilding credit, consider a secured credit card or starter credit card designed for new credit users. Now I'll be talking about researching credit card options. Compare different credit cards based on your needs. Examples are rewards, low interest rates, balance transfer options, and consider cards from major banks, credit unions, and online lenders. Thank you.
Thank you, Shivanshi and Chandra for sharing with us very important concept credit card. And that's very important for the youth because we don't want you to get yourself into debt, right? We want you to start to build your wealth. So we need to manage our credit cards responsibly, right? Pay on time, keep balance low, and aim to use less than 30%, and also monitor your credit, avoid unnecessary credit. So now I'm going to cover just one slide. This investing fundamentals is about compound interest. So I don't know how many of you heard rule of 72. So quick and easy way to estimate how long it will take for your money to double when invested at a constant return. Return of rate. What is the rule of 72? Just divide 72 by the annual rate of return. For example, if the interest is 2%, it takes 36 years to double your money. That's a long time, right? What about 4%? It takes 18 years. It's a little better. What about 6%? It will take 12 years for your money to double. Why it's useful? This simple rule shows how small increases in your return rate can save years of waiting. For example, at 2%, your 10,000, yes, you look at here, your 10,000 to grows to about 40,000 in 70 years. That's a long time for your money to grow. What about at the speed of the rate of returns is 4%? The same $10,000, it only takes how many years? 18 years for your money to double, and another 18 years, double again. On age 53, your $10,000 will become 79,000, around that much. What about the 6%? So when you reach 48, your 10,000 will become 163,939. That's a lot, way more than the first two, right? That's the power of compound interest. So the rule of 72 is a great way to see the power of compound growth and make smarter investment decisions. Small changes in return rates can make a big difference over time. But also keep in mind, we just learned credit card. Do you know what's the rate for credit cards? It's usually 25%. That means it will only takes you maybe 3 years for your debts to double. So really be careful, okay? So next, I'm going to invite Shivansh again to share with us financial goals.
Hi, so now I'll be talking about financial goals. So here are the steps to set them. Number 1, define your goals. Identify what you want to achieve. Goals can be short term, example, saving for a vacation, medium term, like buying a car, or long term, like a retirement saving. Next, make goals smart. Ensure your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So, an example would be saving $5,000 for an emergency fund within 12 months by setting aside $420 each month. Next one is to create a plan. Outline the steps needed to achieve each goal. Break down larger goals into smaller, more manageable parts. Next is to track progress. Regularly review your progress and adjust your plan as needed. And finally, make sure you celebrate your milestones. Recognize and celebrate when you reach milestones to stay motivated. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And so this slide is about power of time. So let's look at this chart. Time can either be your greatest ally or your worst enemy when it comes to building wealth. If you haven't started saving for your future yet, the best time is to start now. So let's look at the chart. On the screen, we see an example of two individuals, person A and person B. Both invest the same amount, $2,500 per year for 25 years, into a product that earns an average of 5% annually. However, their start time differ, and that's where the magic or the challenge of time comes into play. Person A starts investing at age 30, continues for 25 years, and stop at age 55. Their total principal investment over this period is $62,500. By the time they reach age 65, this person reached 65, his total accumulation has grown to an impressive $204,074, right? On the other hand, person B delays his start until age 40, even though he invested the same amount, like $62,500 over 25 years. He stops at age 65. By the time he only reaches retirement, his total accumulation is only $125,284. We see the difference, right? The difference between these two individuals is staggering. Look at this, $78,790. And why? All because person A had the advantage of starting 10 years earlier. That's the powerful compound interest I just mentioned, combined with time. And this example is a clear reminder that when it comes to saving and investing, starting early is key. Every year you delay is a year of potential growth that you can never get back. The earlier you start, the harder your money works for you. So ask yourself, are you ready to make time your ally instead of your enemy? Whether you're 15 years old, 25-year-old, or 35 years old, it's never too early or too late to take that first step towards securing your financial future. So also, I want to talk about the high cost of waiting when it comes to saving for retirement. This chart demonstrates how much you would need to save each month to reach a 1 million goal in 5% tax deferred account, depending on when you start. Everybody wants to save $1 million until when they retire, right? But the best way to put time on your side is to start saving today. If you start early with 40 years to save, you only need to save $655, around that much per month. That's a manageable amount for many people. But if you wait just 10 years and start with 30 years to save, that monthly amount nearly doubles to how much? $1,201. With 20 years to save, you need $2,432 per month. And with 10 years, look at this, it skyrockets to around $6,439. Wow, a steep challenge for most. If you wait until only 5 years remain, the required monthly savings jumps to an overwhelming $14,704 per month. That's not per year. So this shows how starting early allows time and compound interest to do the heavy lifting. Waiting forces you to save much larger amounts, and in some cases, it might make your goals unattainable. So this message is clear. Start saving early today. Even small amounts saved now can grow into something significant over time. Don't let the high cost of waiting hold you back. So thank you, everyone. So I'm going to introduce Aditya to share what we're going to do next. Aditya, are you ready?
Yeah. This is Eagle Nest. It's a youth business competition that we're hosting for kids from ages 10 to 18. Right. So like we've planned out 4 mentorship sessions that anybody interested will attend, and then you'll develop your own original business idea and how you would like implement this into an actual economy, and then you'll present it to like a small judge panel and audience in like probably a few months when we host the event. So that's about it.
Well, thank you. Yes, I can't wait to see how we can do this with our youth. And I'm very excited about this.
We'll have more details in our workshop next month.
Okay, yes. So this goal is to foster growth, creativity, and innovation in the younger generation. So this competition will help to build an entrepreneurial mindset in participants that will benefit them in their future endeavors. So here, if you want to join us, and you can scan this to join our leadership team or become a volunteer. So thank you, everyone. So as a founder of Earlybird Financial Empowerment, I just really appreciate everybody for your participation. And so right now, we just really want everybody to just give us feedback and also share the words with others about who we are and why financial literacy is so important. And we want to see more families get helped and more young students can be empowered with the financial literacy so they can have a better future. So before we close, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the amazing volunteers who made this workshop possible. Your dedication, time, and passion are the backbone of this event, our missions. And I really appreciate Shreya, Aditya, Samhi, Louis, Chandra, Shivanshi for your presentation. Thank you so much. And also, I appreciate Brenda for attending our meeting to hear what we do and how we help the community. Thank you for your hard work in helping us empower the next generation. So I think that's all for today. And if you have any questions, we can do some Q&A right now.